Hi guys, no, I haven't been posting videos a lot lately. That's because finals week and I've been going through a lot of personal issues, so I really didn't, feel like it or wasn't in the mood. But it's senior week now. I'm done with finals and everything. All the seniors on campus for the next week before we graduate, so I'm basically have nothing else to do. So I figured I would do a tag, and this is the products I regret buying. Now, I don't regret buying a lot of products because I do a lot of research before buying things. I go on Makeup Alley, I read reviews, I watch a lot of videos, and I really try and make informed purchase decisions. So most of my makeup I really like, but some of them I don't. So without further ado, I'll start. And the first item that I regret buying is my Coastal Scents Light Camo Quad. And although I have, gotten used to using this, I still think it's really cakey and just for everyday use. I mean, you can use it to cover up a huge honker of a zit like this, or you can use it to cover hickeys. It works great for that because it's so thick. But I just think it's chalky. I can't use it under my eyes because it bunches up and goes in the folds under there. And I can't use it for everyday wear because if I use it either under my foundation or over it, it makes my face look chalky and grainy and cakey, so I don't know. I was expecting it to be creamier, and I mean, I paid $7.95 for it, and I mean, I do regret spending, because that's a lot of money for something like this for me, but I don't know, I just was expecting something different. Next item I regret buying is my Physicians Formula Talc-Free Matte Finishing Veil. And it originally came in one of those flow-through brush container thingies packages, but it sucked because the brush was awful and it was depositing unevenly. So I had to go through the trouble of going on, when I made my Coastal Scents order, I ordered one of their 20-ounce jars. Then I had to pot it and blah, 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 blah. And, I mean, it's really messy, and it really doesn't even set my foundation well. I mean, I guess it works sometimes when it wants to, but it doesn't keep my face matte for nearly as long as I would like. And the fact that I had to buy, buy the jar was just a pain in the neck. Next product that I regret buying, I actually gave a positive review to, and I don't know why, I guess I was just stupid, but it's the another Physicians Formula product. It's their Talc-Free Mineral Bronze Brightener. This is supposed to be a bronzer or a glow type thing. And it is shimmery, slightly shimmery in the pan. It doesn't come off that way in your skin. But, that's it. Right there. And the only way this really shows up is if you applied it with your two fingers hard like that. So you can't really see it. I mean, if I were to apply this with, my powder brush, and I did that, it doesn't look like I put anything on at all. My face, when I do that all over my face looks the exact same as it did before I put it on. So I don't even know what is its purpose if it doesn't show up or do anything. I don't know. I also don't like the packaging because it's inconvenient that the mirror is right here and not up here. And the packaging is kind of bulky. Next item I regret buying is my L'Oreal Hip High Intensity Pigments Pure Shadow Stick. And Pure Pigment Shadow Stick. And I know these are discontinued, but people still have these. You can still buy these on eBay and blah, yada, yada, yada. I have Dazzling, which I haven't even used, and Alluring, which I have. And this is just basically a crayon, essentially, but it's really badly pigmented unless you moisten it. Like, on the left is me rubbing it really hard on my skin to get color out. And on the right is what it looks like after you moisten it. After you either take that and do that, or dip it in something wet, or I don't know. So the only way you can really get color to show up is if you moisten it. And you still have to rub hard. And I don't like that. And also, it's encased in plastic. So, I mean, say it gets down to this plastic thing right there. How are you supposed to sharpen it? I know some people have been potting these and, grinding them into like a loose pigment powder, but I just don't want to bother. And I really I used to use this quite a bit, and I don't know. I would just rather have it pressed or in its own case and not like that, because I don't want to rub really hard on my eyelid. Next product I regret buying is the Almay Intense Eye Color Lengthening Mascara. I also did a review on this in which I put it on for you. This is in Blue Sapphire, so as you see, it's, you know, blue mascara. I thought, ooh, blue, it'd be cool to put on my eyelashes and make my blue eye stand out. This doesn't do anything for my eyelashes. It doesn't lengthen them. It doesn't lift them. It doesn't do anything. I put it on over and over and over again after I curl them, and it doesn't do anything at all. I can't even tell if they're blue. It doesn't make my eyes stand out or nada. So I don't even use this. And another product I regret buying, I also reviewed. It's my L'Oreal Bare Naturale Gentle Mineral Eyeshadow. And this is just really messy. Like, you have to keep it completely upright, because like if it falls, then the eyeshadow comes out into the jar. And then when you go to put it on your eyes using, you know, the brush it comes with, it picks up way too much, and you put way too much on your eye. And then say there's eyeshadow that you don't use, like that. See that? It gets all in this little like bottom here. And then when you put the cap on it, it gets all in the cap. So when you go to put it on, you get it all over your fingers. And it's all in the cap, and it's all here, and eyeshadow everywhere, and not fun. Next product I regret buying is my e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip, and as I showed you, the cap broke off, so I had to pot it. I mean, faulty packaging one, and I did like it to do the whole highlight thing. I had to put it into this old jar, and I lost a lot of product, and as you can see, it's a huge, huge mess. Like, I'm probably not going to use it, because the way I used it was I squeezed a itty bitty bit on my finger. But I mean, with this I have to dunk my whole finger in, and it's just like, you know, I'm probably not going to use this because this is really messy, and I'd pick up way too much with my finger anyway. Well. And then finally, the last product I regret buying is actually one of those blush brushes that you go on eBay, you type on blush brush in the search, you know, and out pops, you know, a whole list of really cheap blush brushes that are sold in Hong Kong. They either have, you know, black handles or red handles, and they're against an all-white background. And they sell, you can either buy it now for, you know, $3.30, or auction start at a penny, and then you bid on it. So I got one of them. This is it. This is the first brush I ever bought. Took me 6 weeks to get it because the seller shipped me the wrong item first. It's an eyeshadow brush that really sucks, but I don't use it at all. I may use it for creams, but whatever. But this is like, so I got this, I was like, okay. Came in like, you know, the Chinese like plastic packaging thing. Took it out, and I used it for blush. Like, okay, fits in the apples of my cheeks pretty well. I noticed it shed, and that didn't bother me. It wasn't a huge issue. I paid a penny plus $2.30 shipping on it, so I was like, all right, like, you know, maybe it'll be good. And then I washed it. After I washed it, I mean, first of all, look at it. It's so uneven. Look at this. It's like bent like this. See, it's like, It's like that. It's not firmly packed. It's really flimsy. Look at that. It's so flimsy. Not densely packed. Like, look. Like, that's missing all the hairs. Like, there. And, yeah. It's, like, choppy and falling apart. And for a comparison, this is my e.l.f. complexion brush. And see how, like, nice that is and full? Look at that. Like, well, let me put this away. Yeah, how do I do this? Yeah. Look at that. That's awful. And it still sheds, and it's really flimsy, and it's a piece of crap. So buyer beware. Don't buy the sketchy, generic blush brushes from Hong Kong that are really, really cheap, that are against an all-white background, because they're really, really crappy. Even though they may work, when you wash them, you'll see what I mean. So those are the products I regret buying. I hope that you found this informative in any way. Just because these products may not work for me or whatever doesn't mean, you know, they may not work for you. And yeah, so have a good night, and I'll see you all later.